I missed this event the first time it rolled around, so I'm actually really stoked that it came back. I define myself more as a collector than a competitive player, and so getting a chance to get all these heroes that I missed the first time around is actually pretty cool. But as with most of the crossovers, I have no clue what this game even is, so I decided to dust off my old Sega Saturn emulator and give this bad boy a try. As always, I will be giving a brief overview of the plot, the crossover characters, and how these characters work in Langrisser. Alright, and we're going to start with Sakura Wars. So the year is 1923, and Imperial Japan is beginning to open itself up to the West. However, a group of dark magicians called the Hive of Darkness are not happy about this influence. Their master plan is to destroy the magic seals that hold back demons from attacking Tokyo and reinstate the shogunate and Japanese feudal tradition. The Imperial Navy calls in Ichiro Ogami and tasks him with a secret defense of Tokyo. In order to defeat the Hive of Darkness, he will need a crack team of robot pilots. This is where Ogami shows his brilliance. He convinces the Imperial Navy that the secret identity of his team should be a traveling theater of all-female actresses. This man builds a harem using government funds. A government-sanctioned harem. This man's a genius. However, there is one crucial detail that Ogami overlooked. He put together a crack team of top operatives who are highly competitive, and he is the only eligible bachelor. Of course, this cannot be good for group morale and leads to all sorts of shenanigans, infighting, and jealousy. But while Ogami has his hands full with government-sanctioned poonhoundery, the Hive of Darkness is focused on their important mission. They destroy the seals and swarm Tokyo with demons. Of course, like every good group, adversity only makes them stronger, and the Flower Division is able to set aside their carnal lust for combat lust, launching an all-out offensive against the demons who are led by Satan himself. Satan is defeated, an archangel is born, and Tokyo is saved by a theater troupe and the Shakespeare of sinful shagging. Now, 3 characters from this game make their way over to Langrisser. Technically, Ogami is also there, but I'm not counting him because he's only playable within the event chapters. The characters that do come over are Sakura, Sumere, and Iris. Sakura is the cover girl and the de facto best girl. She's polite, charming, and a little bit clumsy. She's the newest member of the Flower Division and struggles to fit in with the other girls. She's also very possessive of Ogami, even if he doesn't choose her to be his girlfriend. She uses the sword skills that have been passed down in her family for generations in order to fight the demons. Sumire is a spoiled diva. She's extremely wealthy and has no concept of the true cost of things because her father's company designs the mechas used by the Imperial Navy. She's a talented actress in her own right, but believes that she's better than everyone else as a result. With time, it shows that she's only so rude and stuck up because her parents were honestly too busy to raise her. She's deeply lonely, and her behavior only adds to her isolation. Last but not least is Iris, the psionic lolly. Now, before you get any ideas, you cannot romance Iris. It is very much a big brother, little sister dynamic, with Iris saying that yes, one day she wants to marry Ogami, but when she's much older, and Ogami doesn't reciprocate. So if that's a disappointment to you, do me a solid and unsub. Iris is only in the military because her parents were afraid of her abilities. They locked her in her room, and her only friend was her teddy bear, Jean-Paul. Unlike the other girls, she does not use weapons to fight, relying on her powers to be more supportive. In Langrisser, the only character who really sees much use is Iris. Iris is able to teleport an ally, which is super useful in PvP to either reposition or disrupt the positioning of the enemy team, or maybe take out a high priority target, or force their tank to readjust into a position that's not favorable. She also has the ability to reposition herself using a self-teleport, which is a different skill. that gives a huge buff to the teammates that are around her when she teleports to them. The only in-game use that most people have for Sakura is in Auto Arena because of her healing reversal ability. She's able to use a line shot AoE that does all kinds of weird, funky shenanigans, and it really messes you up if you're using a team. Like what I do, I run Tierras in my Auto Arena. So if I run into a Sakura, it's pretty much an auto loss because as the proc from Healing Light would go off, it's actually doing damage to all of my units. As for Sumere, she doesn't really have much use other than pretty much being eye candy, which is kind of funny given her role in the game. But, I mean, that's neither here nor there. She's an AoE Lance user who pretty much is like a watered down version of Aryan Road and Estelle. Like, she's not better than either in either capacity. So you can use her to inflict damage, or you can use her as a tank. But either way, she's not really that good. There are better performing characters for sure. She does have some flexibility in some use case, arguably because she is in the Princess faction, and that one typically struggles to have Lance users and alternate tanks. But you're better off with other options, even off faction. Alright, this has been my rundown for Sakura Wars crossover in Langrisser Mobile. Let me know what you thought. I did take a little bit of liberty with the plot line at the beginning, trying to establish that it was Ogami who was up to no good. In reality, he's just assigned there, and he's kind of like this clueless guy, but I like the idea better of him using the government's funds and coming up with a sneaky plan to create a harem, if you will. But either way, I hope you enjoy the video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, let me know what you are doing for polls. Are you polling on this banner? Did you get what you wanted the first time around? Have you had success on this banner? Let me know in the comment section below, and let me know what you would like to see for my next content. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time.